Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're making immune boosting broccoli pesto that is also turned out to be a vegan friendly. So for this recipe I have 2 kilos of broccoli, I have a really large bunch of coriander or cilantro, and I have a bunch of parsley. Also I have 200 grams of macadamia nuts, but you can use any nuts you like or any nuts do you have. I have a half a cup of flax seed. We have a lime, and we're going to have some salt and pepper, and of course olive oil. Without further ado guys, the twist to this recipe is rather than using the broccoli as it is, we're going to roast it rather than boil it. So without further ado, let me get this chopped up. So I've got my tray ready and the oven is preheating. So we're now going to cut our broccoli into florets if you wish, okay? Something like that is sufficient enough. Don't you even think guys of wasting your broccoli stem. It's got so much goodness in there, it's criminal not to. So what you're going to do, just cut off the dirty end and just slice around it, get rid of the nasty things. So you're basically left what looks like a stem. So just cut this in half and chuck into the tray as well. So guys, the broccoli is done, okay? And the reason guys we're putting this in the oven, we want, if you ever roasted the broccoli or had the broccoli in the pizza, when it's sort of caught a little bit, it gives the extra bit of nuttiness which we want exactly in the pesto, especially for this recipe. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to use a little bit of a spray olive oil. I'm going to give it a little sprinkle, and it goes in the oven for about an hour at 190 degrees. So in it goes. So we are done. This is what our broccoli meant to look like. To some of you go like, oh my god, this is too brown. Well, it is, but I guarantee you not. It's going to give you the most loveliest, nuttiest flavour. So if you never really tried this, I dare you to do so. It's absolutely yummy. So next thing is guys, is with any pesto, although generally pesto means crush, we're not crushing this with the pestle and mortar. We're using the trusted blender. So it's going to be done in stages because as you can see we have all of this stuff to be blended together, and because I am making a bigger batch guys, right, if it was just generally a small batch for like one time dinner, that's absolutely fine, you put this all together, done. However, I'm making this to put in my freezer, so we're going to do a bit at a time. So the first priority for me is now to blitz the broccoli. So I've got some broccoli in, a little bit of olive oil, and I'm going to be fighting with the food process for a little while because it's dry, as you do. So let's get that on. Okay, so the idea is, right, pesto is a personal choice, okay, like with anything guys. The food, the texture of the food, it's totally up to you. I'm taking this to this kind of consistency, right, and hopefully get to see that. It is still got the, you know, chunks, small chunks, okay? Because don't forget, we're going to have the nuts, they're going to be pureed to pretty much nothingness, and the herbs, okay? So the broccoli is going to be a chunky-ish. And the reason is, I tell you, right, I used to, and I still love to, and our toddler kind of does like a broccoli pesto pasta. So it's a broccoli with a real pesto. And the only thing is she keeps taking out the broccoli pieces out, although she enjoys the pesto. So now it's going to be harder to do. So, without further ado guys, I shall continue with my broccoli. So, that's broccoli done. Get that off. Okay, so there's still a bit left, but that's fine because we're going to put some extra bits in it. So next thing is guys, right, we are going with the macadamias. We're going to be blitzing that through. We're going to add on our parsley and coriander. I'm going to add on the flaxseed now, just because. And I've forgotten to say we're going to have some garlic. I've got 4 cloves, but you can always add on a little bit more later on. Okay, I've got some lime. So we're going to add on a bit of lime juice. They're not the juiciest ones, but might have to add on a bit later as well. Okay, right. And I'm going to blitz that. The salt's going to go last, okay? Oh, olive oil. Duh. A big glug of olive oil. I'm using extra virgin from, is that Greek or Italian? Italian. From Lidl. Okay, let's get that blitzed. So, we are done. So the green part now can join the brown part. Oh, it smells so good. This smells obviously fresh. So we have a fresh part meeting the really nutty part. Okay. Right, let's get that mix up. But don't worry, we haven't finished. We're just going to put a little bit more olive oil in there. A bit of salt maybe. The idea is we're trying to combine this together because we are doing a bigger batch. This is what we look like now, look. Okay, so it's kind of semi-mixed together. So we will need now to add some seasoning. So because I still have some pesto left in here, I'm going to just add on a bit more olive oil because we do need to have a bit more oil. And I appreciate because it's for freezing, guys, we can omit a bit more and then just add on olive oil when we cook it. But it's easy to do a bit now, okay? Get the consistencies right till you can, till you want to. I'm going to put a big, I would say probably, let's put half a tablespoon in there. Just a normal pink Himalayan salt. Okay, and let's get that blitzed. All I wanted to do just to basically scrape all the outside of the bigger chunks that's left. Add this onto the salt water, salt oil. Okay, just make sure we don't have much wastage, okay? Go again. Looks good enough. Let's get this off. Finger stuck. Right, so more green goo. In it goes. Salt and olive oil basically. So mix it together. If you wanted to, you can put this through the processor one more time, okay? After it's been combined, if you want to make it a bit finer. But I want to have those broccoli pieces in there. Okay. Yum. Right, let's give that a taste. That's good. Right. That's actually yummy. I think that's spot on. So I've got my pepper. I've got a little bit of half a teaspoon of pepper. Again, you can use that to taste. Okay. Just to loosen up the consistency, guys, a tad more of olive oil. And again, with those things, with the pestos, guys, the better olive oil, the better. The better quality the olive oil, the better. Because you're going to be tasting those olives and... Great. This is spot on. Yes, initially, guys, pesto has cheese. You can add on cheese to it if you want to. But we're making kind of a totally different thing. We are really making a bit more of a, I won't say health kick, but, you know, something, but immune booster. We've got a lot of greenery in there. We have broccoli. Yes, it's been cooked. But we'll have olive oil, we'll have a little bit of lime, we'll have a little bit of everything to sort of kind of make a fairly healthy immune boosting pesto. So the cheese will be going on top anyway. You can't avoid that. You can, when you have a pasta, you have to have cheese on top. So there we have it. As simple as that. So guys, I do hope you really enjoy this. Super simple, super tasty, healthy, and it's easy. It's just super easy. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.